Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. This is Rhonda. And today I'm going to work on prep for my Maynia, the diamond painting portion. So I'm going to prep my 9 new starts. I'm going to kit them up. I'm going to take you along with me and show you what I'm going to use and part of that process, and we're going to see how much I can get together today to be ready for May 1st. Not saying that that's what I'm going to work on May 1st, because I don't know yet. But I do know that I need to get all this stuff kitted up. So, thank you for joining me. Thrilled to death to have you along on this journey. And I'm sure it'll be a great time. So, I'll be back in a few. It'll be just like a blink for you. And we'll start kitting this stuff up. All right. So I previously printed the keys, the charts, for all of the paintings that I have here. And I printed, if I needed to, 2 copies of each. Some of them already had a copy, so I didn't need to print 2. I just needed to print 1. One of them I'm going to cut apart to put on my containers, and the other I will lay beside me in case I need to have the canvas in a different format. So I needed 2 for that. And I have all 9 paintings here, and I will insert pictures of those that I've chosen about here. Okay, so some of them I'm going to kit up in the containers from Harbor Freight. I ran over there Wednesday of this week and bought them out. I bought all of them that they have. So I'm going to try to use these for the smaller paintings and the medium-sized paintings. For the large ones, I'm going to use my Elizabeth Ward bead containers. So I have my trays. So there's one without the lid. Here's one with the lid. And I don't know what I did with that lid. I'll find it. I just don't know where I've placed it for now. And then my various, let's move these out of the way and then move these underneath so you can see that too. My various containers here. I'll take off the old labels, put on new labels, that sort of thing. And kit up the larger paintings with those. Alright, let me move this out of the way. In addition to that, I also have my paper trimmer, which just makes cutting the keys, the legends, easier to place on the containers. And I have a little pair of scissors to trim things up and open up the bags if I need to. I also have my label maker with the clear cartridge in it. and some Scotch tape so that I can use that to place my keys on the diamond paintings. I have considered printing out or cutting out the picture if need be and placing it on the top of them after I kitted them up. And I may do that. If I need to print it, if it already don't have it printed, then I will do that. So, can you see that one? I'll just cut this one out and put it on top of the container. That way I know which kit goes with which painting. And then I have all of my diamonds, drills, in bags that are labeled for the painting that I'm going to do. So that's what I have got in front of me today and what I'm going to be working on. I'm going to get one out ready to go, and then I'll bring you back and show you the process that I'm going to follow for all of them. One more thing that I forgot to mention that I also got out is my generic dryer sheets, and that way if I come across any static, I can cut one of these up and put them in the containers to help eliminate the static of the drills. Sorry, sometimes my brain doesn't brain, but we've established that already, right? Right. See you in a few. All right. I'm back and I am ready to kit up the first painting. Alright, so this one, I'm going to go ahead and just fold in half. And lay to the side. And this one is the one that I'm going to cut apart. And as I said, I use my paper trimmer just because it's faster for me. But if you don't have one, scissors work too. This is just the way that I prefer to do it. And this wasn't perfect because I had to lay the canvas on the printer, my printer, to get this done. But still, I prefer to do it with the legend on it now that I've done a few that way. Sometimes best laid plans, though, you know how those go. And of course, I'm not aiming for perfection. I'm just aiming for something just a little bit easier. And I probably wouldn't have to print that second one, but I think I'm doing it now just out of habit, or in case, you know, my kitting up doesn't work right like it did with didn't with the custom of my husband's truck that I'm doing. That one did not kit up the way that I had planned, but that's okay. I'm making it through. I'll have to do another paint with me real soon because I have made quite a bit of progress. Alright, so all the rest of that can go in the trash. And the trimmer can be laid to the side until I'm ready to kit up the next one. Garbage. Alright, so here are, oops, sorry. Sometimes I'm a complete and total wreck. Alright, so as we can see, this is one of those special drills. So I'm going to power on. Like I said, I use this thing for everything. And I'm just going to type in what I've got here. So 01, 02, 03. I think I might want more than one space in between them. So let's start all over. And because these aren't DMC codes, I usually don't put them in my excess storage with that. I put them in my excess storage with the color and the shape. So I'm not going to worry with the DMC because that's not the DMC. Alright, print that out. They have to redo that first one. Because sometimes that's the downfall of buying the generic ones, is they're not. Yeah, I'm going to have to reprint 01. So let's try that. Alright, power that off to save battery. And let's get to labeling. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is place it on its side and do it that way. Grab my scissors. Trim off the excess because I really don't want all that extra stuff. Alright, all that is trash, and that's what I need. Make sure it's facing the correct way. Get my Scotch tape. I had an open one, and I don't know what I did with it, but obviously I have misplaced it. I'm telling you, I'm not very organized. I'm just not. I try to be, and in some areas I am, but in some areas I'm not. So I just cut off a piece of the tape, and then cut off another piece of the tape. Lay it on my symbol. Place it on the container. Can you see that? Just like that. I'm going to take this other piece of tape and stick it over here to the side so that I can use it on the next one. Alright. Just like that. Now we have one container of the drills ready to go. And I'm going to finish this up, and then I'll bring you back and show you the completed. And there we go. First one kitted up. So 1 of 9 ready to go. I'll be back with the next one. Okay, now I'm going to kit up this one. I'm going to follow the same process. Do the same thing that I did with the last one. And this one, however, does have DMC, so I will use the DMC code. And then kit it up, and I'll be back to show you. And I did decide to go ahead and print the thumbnail, if you will, of the painting and put it on top of the box for this one, because I could get confused. Don't want to get confused. I want to be nice and organized with this so that I can get a whole lot done. Alright, I'll be back in a few when it's all done. Okay, number 2 is done, and with this one I did put the picture on there, and I had one color which was the 3865 that was staticky. So I started chopping up a dryer sheet and put it in that one. And now this one's ready to go. And I'll be back shortly with number 3. Okay, this is the third one. There's only 12 colors, so it shouldn't take too long to get this one up. Again, going to follow the same method that I did on the other 2. Put them in the same containers that I did the other 2. And I'll be back once I get this one all done. Alright, 3 of the 9 are kitted up. Let's see if we can do at least 4 today. So I'll be back with the next one. Okay, so I didn't get 4 done yesterday. Mr. Man came home, and I ended up doing house stuff. Say hi, Fizz. So today I'm going to do another run at it. See how many I can get done in between doing other house stuff that I still need to do. And I thought that I would also include one that was just for me. And this one is just for me. And I'm really looking forward to doing this one. So I'm going to kit this one up. And I'm going to kit it up the same way that I kitted up the other ones. And then for the rest of them, I'm going to have to get a little bit creative, because the drills are more than what will fit in those little containers. So let's see what we can get done. I'll be back whenever I get this one kitted up. Okay, so I've got Tinkerbell kitted up. I printed or cut out the thumbnail and placed it on the top. And in addition, I put all of the extra colors in the bags in the container. And I took the key, the legend, and cut it out and taped it to the inside of the container as well. Just in case, you know, the eyes get funky. Just trying out some things to see how helpful they are. So that one is kitted up now. Alright, I'll be back with the other one in just a moment. Good morning. So I'm still trying to prep for the whole Maynia. I've started and stopped and had to do other things, and I'm going to get started back on it again today. It's one of those things of sometimes life is what happens when you're busy making other plans, and that's what I'm experiencing right now. Riding the Hot Mess Express today. I'm just kind of in comfy clothes because, you know, I'm home and I'm going to be hopefully creating. I do have some other things that I have to take care of, but for the most part, it's going to be a prep for Maynia and create day today. It is Wednesday, April 17th. So I still have a few days, but I haven't even started prepping the cross stitch that I'm going to do. I've only worked on the diamond painting portion. I still have an order that's coming in from China, and they must have put it on the rowboat because it's still not here. I keep getting notifications from USPS saying that it's still on its way, but it's running late. And there's one in there that I would really wanted to do because it is a Christmas gift for my mom. And I'd like to get it started. I mean, I know I won't get it done next month. Just keeping it real. I know I won't get it done. But I would like to get it started. Because, you know, started, usually you're more motivated to complete. So the majority of the paintings that I'm doing are for gifts for other people. There are a few sprinkled in that don't have a pre-designated person that they're going to. They may end up hanging in some portion of my house, my studio, something. But they still, I've got them. I need to get them done. So I have prepped, I believe 4 so far. So I've got 5 more to go. And I'd like to see how much we can get done today. You know, maybe get all the rest of the diamond paintings kitted up and then start on the next phase. But we'll see. So I will see you all back in a little bit, and let's see if we can kit up some paintings. Okay, I'm going to kit up this one. This one has 30 colors, so it can't go in one of those little containers. So I'm going to use my Elizabeth Ward bead container for this one. And this one is the Disney Princess one that I'm going to do. So I'll get this kitted up. Sometimes the brain doesn't work and then the mouth doesn't work. All those lovely things. And I'll be back to show you how I did this. Okay, this one is now kitted up. Again,
I took the thumbnail and taped it to the top of the container. I put the bags that I could, of the drills that I couldn't fit into the containers, into the side, and I folded up the other legend and put it in the container with it. So this one is ready to go. And I'll be back with the next one. Okay, here is number 6 that we're going to kit up. And this one is an eagle flying over mountains. Also a Christmas gift. So I am out of bigger Elizabeth Ward containers to put it in. I've got the little bead containers, but I don't have any more of the trays. So I'm going to get creative, and I'm going to put it in a shoebox. It'll work for the time being. Make do with what you've got. Alright, let's see how this turns out. I'll be back in a bit.
Okay, so I did get the eagle kitted up in the shoebox. Not a huge fan of how that turned out, but it's done. It'll have to do for now. I'm going to have to kit up 3 more, and they will probably have to go in shoe boxes too. It'll just have to do for now. And during the kit up process, I got a splinter of resin in my finger. Didn't know you could do that, but you can. You can. And all I've done is I've put some Perfectly Posh stripper on it, hoping that that will pull it out. I will report back if it did. And then I took some time and diamond painted. I worked on the semi-truck airplane diamond painting that I'm doing for my husband. And hopefully tomorrow I can finish kitting up. I always think that I can do more than I can actually do. I make a big to-do list, and then I end up spending time on things that don't really matter and fiddle time away. But anyway, I'm done for the night. I am going to knock out. Probably going to read a little bit and then knock out. I'm in my bedroom, by the way. And someday, whenever I've got it all organized, I may give a tour, but we'll see. But this is what I'm reading right now. I'm about halfway through. It's not too bad. And I don't do book reviews. I either like it or I don't, but I don't generally do reviews. It's just not my thing. But if you like chick lit, you know Emily Giffin, you would like it. It's not her typical thing, but it's close enough that you can tell it's Emily. And with that, I will see you all tomorrow.
Okay, so as I said last night, this is the eagle ready to go. And luckily Sandman did bring me another idea. I'm going to try that with the next one. I'm going to go grab that and get started on kitting that one up. And I'll be back with you to report. Okay, I'm going to kit up this one now. It's just a little painting, but it still has 35 colors, which is just utterly shocking to me. So it's, I don't know if you can see that. Little umbrellas. I thought it was cute. I thought it was pretty. Kind of made me happy. Kind of excited to do this one. And of course, this one is not for a gift or anything. It's for me. Hopefully it turns out. I'm going to kit that up and then I'll be back and show you how I did it. Okay, so this one is now done. I have completed kitting this one up. And all I did was I took baggies and I cut up the legend and I taped the legend onto the baggies after I removed them from the ones like this. Which was crazy. I know, but this worked way better than the shoebox. So I'm going to quickly kit up the other two just like this, and I think that it will work just fine. Okay, I'll be back once I get that done. Okay, so all of the diamond paintings that I'm going to work during May, during my Maynia, are kitted up with the exception of the one that's not here yet. So it looks like I'm going to be doing 10 paintings during Maynia, or at least starting them. I don't think that I'll get them completed, but I will at least get them started. With the last 3, which seemed to work out pretty well, I just put them in baggies and then in the big Ziploc bags. And I just cut apart the legend and taped them to the bags. I like that a whole lot better than the shoebox idea. I do like my containers, but I don't have enough trays to put them in. So this is going to work, and then we'll see how it plays out whenever I go to actually complete the paintings. And I will give you an overview and try to include pictures of all the ones that I'm going to be doing, including the one that's not here yet, because surely to goodness it will arrive before Maynia is over at the very least. I ordered it on March 1st, you would think so. So, there we go. The diamond painting portion is complete with what I have here. And stay tuned, because I will be putting up another video on the cross-stitch stitching needlework portion of my Maynia.
Whew, okay, so all the diamond paintings are ready. I'm in my extra storage room, if you will, and I have a table set up in here, and that's where I've got the Maynia stuff right now, what I've got done. So I'm going to flip the camera around, sorry if I make you drunk, and show you how it is at this moment. Okay, so I just got the diamond paintings stacked, one on top of the other, and then here are the drills, all sorted by painting. You see there? And of course some other miscellaneous junk. There we go. Now let me turn you back around. We'll see how we do. Alright. See you all in the next video.